officials for tonight's game: Bill Vinovich, Cameron Jelinas, and Julian McFadden. This should be an interesting game. The Waves and Warriors met last year in Malibu, and Pepperdine won easily, 119-57. Waves have a big size advantage as this game starts, and Pepperdine going to rely on a lot of defense this year. Start with a man-to-man out in front. This is Anderson from St. John Bosco High School at 6'9", 5 on the shot clock. Going along the baseline, driving underneath, reverse layup and scoring a nice job by the Warriors. And coming up big is Aiden Hamilton, the freshman out of Etiwanda High School, one of the top high school programs in Southern California. And the Warriors lead 2-0. According to the local newspapers, Pepperdine comes into this game as a 22.5-point favorite. They already have 3 games under their belt. They come in averaging 82 points a game.
That's right, they do come in averaging 82 points a game, 47% shooting, 33% from beyond the arc. They have game conditioning on their side. Pepperdine has to establish their tempo early on.
And we would think Pepperdine will try to go inside with their big size advantage. Doja's at 6'10". This is Doja's outside, fires up a 3. Outside, fires up a 3. It goes in just at the buzzer. The first basket being brought to you by University Credit Union. Dozic starts things off and gives Pepperdine a 3-2 lead. So both teams starting in a man-to-man defense, but for a team like Light Pacific, nothing better if they can knock off a Division I school. Again, they have nothing to lose, everything to gain. It's an exhibition. This will count on Pepperdine's record. The shot at pretty good size. I think one reason why he will begin this game for Hamilton at 6'5", a first-year player, and he makes both free throws in this 4-3 full-court press
Lead, which they have by 1.
Tonight's game being brought to you by University Credit Union. Pepperdine has the ball against the press. They go down the lane. Phipps, a nice pass to Dozic, who fumbled it. In Pepperdine press, they go down the lane. Phipps, a nice pass to Dozic, who fumbled it. And Pepperdine turns it over. One thing about Light Pacific, they do a good job taking care of the ball. You see Josh Hardiman. The Warriors only turn it over 10 times a game. They're a pretty good rebounding team outside the three-pointer by Hardiman. And all of a sudden it's 7-3 the Warriors. We play 2 minutes. We mentioned Bill Vinovich is one of the officials for tonight's game. He's one of the top NFL officials. It worked last Sunday. The jump along the baseline, Javon Cooley.
It's a good find by Pepperdine. Drive, dish, hit that corner man, open for the 3, knocking it down. Cooley bringing Pepperdine within 1.
Cooley, who sat out last year. This is Hardiman one more time, and he hits another three-pointer.
Josh Hardiman coming out early on fire.
And all of a sudden it's 10-6 Warriors, and stumbling, we're going to get travel. He is an excellent outside shooter. He had 31 in the scrimmage against UC Riverside, making 6 of 7 threes. 6'5", 205, a graduate who sat out last year with an injury. As the ball comes out to Hardiman, top of the key, the three-point shot attempt gets a nice bounce. And all of a sudden Hardiman has 9 points, and it's 13-6 Warriors.
Hardiman using that newly engaged life to come out on fire here tonight.
Well, he's feeling pretty good. And
Hardiman using that newly engaged life to come out on fire here tonight.
Well, he's feeling pretty good. And the shot attempt by Cooley missing. And here come the Warriors coming right back there in the blue, gold, and white. In the lane, Kennedy's jumper no good, but he got right back there in the blue, gold, and white. In the lane, Kennedy's jumper no good, but he got great position, had a great look, could not convert. Waves at the other end, looking to run here and throwing it up. The shot offensive, very strong West Coast Conference. At home last year, they went 7-9. On the road, 6-13, but they had that great run in the West Coast Conference tournament, beating Portland, Oregon State, and Santa Clara, and had to play 4 games in 4 nights, finally losing in the semifinals on national TV against St. Mary's. top of the key, three-point shot missing, but the rebound grabbed, it goes out to Hardiman, three-point shot, he knocked Hardiman, three-point shot, he knocks it down. It is 16-6 Light Pacific. Here's Cooley at the other end, shot no good, rebound fought for, ball goes out of bounds.
It's working for Josh here early on.
6'4" junior from the Philippines, transfer from Azusa Pacific. He's averaging 9 points a game. He is their best shooter. He has 8 threes coming in. For inside it goes to Cooley, who lays it up and in.
Good find by Dojic there. Finds a cutter. That's what Pepperdine needs to do. Get the ball in early and have players slash to the hoop like that.
16-8. It'll force the Waves as they bring in Aaron Clark, a 6'6" transfer from Wake Forest, a 4-star recruit. He was injured last year. Here's Hardman finally missing a shot. A 4-star recruit. He was injured last year. Here's Hardman finally missing a shot, comes up short. Ball goes out of bounds.
Definitely these keys to the game brought to you by University Credit Union. Pepperdine, cohesion. That's what they need to establish here. Got mostly a new roster. Want to establish that tempo. Settle in defensively, and you do that by communicating. Meanwhile, for LPU, new roster. Want to establish that tempo. Settle in defensively, and you do that by communicating. Meanwhile, for LPU, it's conditioning. They've already played 3 games, so run as much as you can. Use that game shape to their advantage, and they're certainly doing that early on.
Jason Smith missing the short shot attempt inside. Waves looking to run.
They're certainly doing that early on.
Jason Smith missing the short shot attempt inside. Waves looking to run, but Pepperdine already their 4th turnover, and they pick up their 3rd team foul. For Light Pacific, they've been able to capitalize. They've got 9 points off those miscues by the Waves. Ball goes out of bounds, and Light Pacific looking very confident early in this game. As the Waves, a jumper no good, but we're going to get
on the contact. We'll head to the line for 3.
Well, for Hardman, wins the game. He shoots 44% overall in the season. A little bit older player, the transfer. 18-8 Light Pacific. 15-12 to go. The next one no good, and Cooley gets the loose ball. Light Pacific. 15-12 to go. The next one no good, and Cooley gets the loose ball. Waves looking to run Phipps, the transfer from Grand Canyon. The Waves with 11 new players, so it's going to take some time to get the chemistry in order. And again, their first game, so just trying to get things on track. Ball inside goes to Preston Phillips in for the Waves. Out to Clark, right side. 3-point shot is no good. Rebound by Phipps in the lane. Throws it up and in. Styles Phipps on the loose ball. A really good-looking point guard who was at Grand Canyon last year. Comes out of St. Mary's High School in Phoenix, Arizona. Only played about 8 minutes a game with the Antelopes, but he was recruited by Ed Schilling when he was at Grand Canyon as an assistant coach. Here's Hardman. The Waves are going to have to guard him. Left side, the three-point shot, and knocking it down is Mac West, the junior from San Juan Capistrano. And so West hits a 3. Boy, it's all about the 3 for Light Pacific, but sooner or later, it's just a matter of physics. They're going to cool off. They keep this up, they can beat North Carolina. 21-10, the Waves missing, but they get the rebound, and Clark's going to be fouled. Matter of physics, they're going to cool off. They keep this up, they can beat North Carolina. 21-10, the Waves missing, but they get the rebound, and Clark's going to be fouled. The bench, and they bring in a very talented freshman, Nikola Radovanovic, 6'9" from Bosnia, played on the Serbian junior national team, one of the most highly recruited players coming out of Europe. He's only can play about 5 to 7 minutes. He's got a bad ankle. Here's Clark outside, and he hits the 3. Clark outside, and he hits the 3.
Clark able to freeze the defender with the ball fake, give himself enough time to gather, be composed, and let it fly from deep.
21-13 in favor of Light Pacific, heavy underdogs in this game. This is Albert Matute, who played on the team last year, averaging 6 points a game. And for Light Pacific, they've been so patient early. This is Hamilton dribbling with 5, but they've been able to make their threes. Hamilton's jumper on the left side, and that goes in.
Hamilton ultra aggressive here early on.
Comes from an excellent program at Etiwanda High School. Waves a four-star recruit wearing number 3 for Pepperdine. 23-13, the Waves are down by 10, and we get an offensive foul.
That right elbow creating some room on Hamilton. Hamilton, give him credit, he's aggressive not only on offense but defense, trying to fight for that position. And Phillips a little bit too aggressive, drawing the foul.
Again, the Waves, the first game, it's going to take some time till they settle in, try to get the timing, the chemistry. You've got 11 new players. Waves split their 2 scrimmages. They lost to Northridge and then beat UC Riverside. With the dribble, that's Joby Barnes. A 23-13 lead. That's Joby Barnes. A 23-13 lead. Light Pacific, the Waves get the loose ball. Clark right side, get in the lane. Jumper, no good. Rebound, the Waves get the loose ball. Clark right side, get in the lane. Jumper, no good. Rebound grabbed and taken by who come out of the backcourt. Boy, a simple game plan. Going down the lane is Barnes. They go on the right wing, the three-pointer by game plan. Going down the lane is Barnes. They go on the right wing, the three-pointer by West. That misses at the other end. Clark all the way, lays it in. It counts. Transfer who was at Utah State but did not play. Started out at Gonzaga. The Waves hoping to was at Utah State but did not play. Started out at Gonzaga. The Waves hoping to see him play well. 23-15, the Waves down by 8. Left side Barnes, dribble to the basket, put it off the glass. Shot no good. Ball goes here, 3 of 6 on threes. But for Light Pacific, they've capitalized on those turnovers by Pepperdine, outscoring the Waves 11-0. And they put on a full court press. Pepperdine moving left to right in their white, orange, and blue. Crowd of about 200-300 on hand on this Monday night. Capacity here at the Dine around 3,100. They're building a brand new facility that'll open next year in the fall. That'll see 3,600. Missed shot by Cooley. It comes back out to Phipps. Ivanovich driving to the basket and draws the foul. 9 schools comprise the Great Southwest Athletic Conference with Arizona Christian and Ottawa University of Arizona. Benedictine Mesa picks 6th, and then Light Pacific picks 7th. And then picked 8th is Park Gilbert of Arizona, and then La Sierra. That makes up the Great Southwest Athletic Conference. 23-17 Warriors. Their biggest lead has been 11 in this one. Waves trying to pressure, try to create turnovers. They finally do. Their biggest lead has been 11 in this one. Waves trying to pressure, try to create turnovers. They finally do. Only the first one by the Warriors as Cooley at the other end gets a lay. The Warriors as Cooley at the other end gets a lay-in, and he has 7 points in the game. Waves picking up in the backcourt. Coming down the floor, left side, and being bummed by substituting. Ivanovich thought he was going to come out, and Cooley sits down. Right along the baseline, and Smith. Waves man-to-man defense, driving. It comes to Smith inside, throwing it up and in, and getting the shot. It is Anderson at 6'9". His first points of the game, 25-19, Light Pacific. And the Waves and Light Pacific played last year. Won easily by Pepperdine, 119. California, great location. Founded back in 1937, enrollment of about 8,000 plus and growing. Here's Phipps driving to the basket, reverse layup, throws it up, shot no good. Dozic gets the rebound. Phipps outside, that misses. Rebound grabbed by Hardman. To go. However, the tuition at Pepperdine, they can call it location, is about $78,000 a year. All right, left side. Kennedy has been very quiet. The three-pointer by Anderson, no good. Kennedy gets the rebound. Their leading scorer. Hardman left side fires up a 3. Kennedy gets the rebound. Their leading scorer. Hardman left side fires up a 3. That misses at the other end. And here comes David Major, who slams it in. David Major just in. He's been with the program for a number of years. Waves down 25-21. He is a big offensive threat. He brings a lot of energy and explosiveness on offense for Pepperdine. Wearing number 1 for the Waves. 9:35 to go as the ball being tied up. 6'4", 195, redshirt junior out of Englewood, New Jersey. He can give the Waves a spark again. He's got a lot of experience. And he comes into the front court. The Waves, Stosic with the dribble, get into the key. It goes into the corner. Major's three-pointer's good.
Fingerprints on this one here tonight, Al.
25-24. Waves have led only one time briefly. We have 9:04 to play. Halftime, we'll visit with Pepperdine head coach Ed Schilling. We'll take a look at the stats, some highlights throughout this first half, and get you ready for the second half. Inside, putting it up, we're going to get tried. 8:49 left. 25-24 Warriors. Waves come in the front court. Vladimir Sudar, 6'5" freshman from Montenegro. Jumper the Waves get the lead for the first time in a long time and lead 27-25. With the basketball, Albert Matute on the left wing. His three-pointer is long. With the basketball, Albert Matute on the left wing. His three-pointer is long. Waves get the rebound, and sooner or later you'd think the Warriors, who do average almost 8 threes made per game, so they're a pretty good shooting team. They look like they're going to surprise a lot of people in the Great Southwest Conference. Dozis on the baseline, pivots, right side Major, three-point shot, good again. Your three-point shot, good again.
Good look by Danilo finding David, and they did that last year. A couple of the holdovers for Coach Schilling.
Jason Smith, and jumper in the lane, a nice touch, and a good jumper in the lane, a nice touch, and it goes in. He had 19 points in the game against Bethesda last Wednesday, along with 8 rebounds. And so Smith, key play. Danilo Dozis was 6. The Waves about rebounded Light Pacific 14-7. I think the difference so far to get the Waves back in this game and trail by as many as 11 has been that full court press. They really were not a pressing team last year, but just out of necessity, they've had to come after Light Pacific to create some opportunities. Kennedy along the baseline. His shot attempt is long.
Ball goes in that airball shot.
Right, 10 on the shot clock. This is Anderson. That's 6'9", right side to Smith. Kennedy at the free throw line and knocks down that jumper. So Kaiwan Kennedy, his first points of the game. This is the leading scorer on this team at 16 a game. It's 30-29 Pepperdine full court press, and let's see the way.
Indeed, he has. I'm happy for David because he waited his turn. Opportunities are out there for players these days to leave. David is not one of those guys hanging around and making his impact tonight.
Major missing, but the put back underneath. And Stosic gets to make it for Preston Phillips with the putback. Phillips has a lot of talent, 6'8", 225. Started out at Evansville. Played there for a couple years, and then at Bethel University for the last 2 seasons. So the graduate senior. Waves force a turnover. Last 2 seasons. So the graduate senior. Waves force a turnover. Cooley comes into the front court. 5 turnovers now for Light Pacific. And with a dunk is Preston Phillips.
I like how Cooley runs the floor, handling the ball, pausing his defender, and then driving by him, finding an open man.
They get a foul against starter the last 2 seasons. Enterprising young man. He's got a mass
promotion out there for Javon.
That's free advertising.
Super talented combo guard. He's going to provide a lot.
Advertising.
Super talented combo guard. He's going to provide a lot of versatility for Coach Schilling.
He's a terrific player. 34-30. Free throw missing in front end of a 1-and-1. Preston Phillips, top of the key. Light Pacific stays in their man defense. The Waves' size has not made a difference, at least early on. Along the baseline, Clark puts it up, it rolls in and comes a great run in the West Coast Conference Tournament. And went all the way to the semifinals. They played 4 games, 6-73, a 27-point turnaround in the last 17 minutes. 73, a 27-point turnaround in the last 17 minutes, and then knocking off Oregon State, then Santa Clara, and then finally losing to St. Mary's. The Waves just didn't have the depth to go 4 games in 4 days. St. Mary's, a powerhouse and NCAA team. Outside, three-point shot comes up short. Warriors starting to cool up, but they get the rebound. Coming into the lane, jumper at the free throw line is Mac West.
Terrific change of direction and being under control to let that jumper fly and knock one down for LPU.
Good-looking player, the junior. 34-32 Pepperdine, 5:17 remaining. This figures to be a high-scoring game, with the Warriors averaging 82 a game on the year. Three-pointer by Clark is good. The top of the key, Aaron Clark, smooth-looking left-hander, got a nice shot from the outside. 37-32 Pepperdine, their biggest lead of the game. Trailed by as many as 11. Waves settling down a little bit. As Joby Barnes dribbling into the lane, puts it up and in. Game. Keyshawn Smith will sit down for Light Pacific. Free throw good. So Barnes percent, they came into this game hitting 47% on the young season. And I think the Warriors are going to surprise a lot of people in the great Southwest Athletic Conference. They are picked 7th, but they would appear to be a lot better. Great effort. The Waves turn it over. In Southwest Athletic Conference, they are picked 7th, but they would appear to be a lot better. Great effort. The Waves turn it over, and the ball comes inside and laying it in. Is Joby Barnes. Cashing in on the turnover by Pepperdine. Dragovic in the front court to Clark. 37-37. 4:19 to play. So I give the Warriors a lot of credit. Great effort. Dozic inside in the lane. 14-foot jumpers long. Rebound grabbed by Anderson, but throws it away. Stosic gets it. Misses with the left hand. Credit. Great effort. Dozic inside in the lane. 14-foot jumpers long. Rebound grabbed by Anderson, but throws it away. Stosic gets it. Misses with the left hand. That shot clock to 28. 4:06 to go. There may have not been any change of possession. Ball inside to Dozic down low. Missed the short. Change of possession. Ball inside to Dozic down low. Missed the short shot attempt, and the rebound grabbed. And here comes Light Pacific once again. Desmond Avery, a freshman out of Pasadena. 6'1" guard outside. Kennedy's jumper missing. Freshman out of Pasadena. 6'1" guard outside. Kennedy's jumper missing. Rebound grab by Stosic. Waves in the front court. This is Clark, top of the key, will fire. That's long. Ball tipped, goes out of bounds, and it will be for Light Pacific. They'll be at Pacific next Wednesday. Another West Coast Conference team. Again, an exhibition. And there's Hamilton knocking down the shot. Aiden Hamilton with 8.
Yeah, he's playing lights out so far tonight, defensively and offensively, as we get a collision.
Pepperdine at UCLM Friday night at 7:30. Waves back home. A week from Tuesday is Cooley underneath, gets an easy lay-in on the out-of-bounds play, and he's got 9. We're even at 39. This is Avery, another first-year player for Light Pacific. This is a good team that Evan Jenkins has put together in a short period of time, taking over the job in just March of this year at the free throw line. Won their game against Bethesda last Wednesday, 98. National Christian College Athletic Association Championship, the national title, the NCCAA title, the NCCAA. Down at NAIA school. Free throws give the lead back to Light Pacific, 41-38. Barnes in the game now with 8. And we get a whistle, and the jealous Simon Epstein And our next broadcast a week from Tuesday on the 11th against Lincoln University at 6 p.m. Cooley has it. And it goes to Radovanovic and draws the player, 6'9" freshman. Waves have some older players, but not a lot of U.S. Call him Johnny. Another left-hander. That free throw is long. Rebound tipped by Major. Great effort, able to save it. David Major's been the star for Pepperdine. This is Cooley. Radovanovic fumbles it, but luckily it goes inside, and laying it in is Stosic. Nice hands by Pavle Stosic. Weighs a tie to 40. Nice hands by Pavle Stosic. Weighs a tie to 41. They force a steal. Driving down the lane, laying it in. Gudranovic. Waves in transition, getting an easy score, and take back the lead, 43-41. 2:14 remaining.
Luka right down the lane. Euro stepping his way up for two.
Joby Barnes. Desmond Every. 5'10" freshman out of Pasadena. Shot comes up short. LMU just down the road, home against Lincoln, who the Waves will play next week. Washington State hosting Idaho. Oregon State home against North Dakota State. San Francisco home against UC Santa Cruz. A busy day involving the West Coast Conference on opening day 2025-26. Nice block by involving the West Coast Conference on opening day 2025-26. Nice block by Anderson. At the other end, here comes Barnes. And able to back it up. The Waves do a good job in transition defensively. Ball down low, and laying it in is Anderson. On a nice pass by Matute. Waves quickly down the floor. 124 remaining. Top of the key, Stosic. Three-point shot rattles in. Waves lead 46-43. They have led by as many as 5, trailed by as much as 11. But just the effort by Light Pacific, and again, you knew they were going to come out and play hard and make their season. They go on the road and knock out Light Pacific, and again, you knew they were going to come out and play hard and make their season. They go on the road and knock off a Division I school. This attempt by the Warriors. Waves at the other end. Devon Cooley, right side to Major. Under a minute remaining. This is Dozic posting up, backing in, pivots, fall away, nails the shot. For Dozic in the game, he's got 8 points, 48-43 Pepperdine. Shot clock at 14, game clock at 28. This is Xavier Anderson. Albert Matute, 6 on the shot clock, out in front, three-pointer missing by Barnes. Albert Matute, 6 on the shot clock, out in front, three-pointer missing by Barnes. The Waves get the ball, and the final shot in the half. 15 seconds left. David Major with the dribble. Game being brought to you by University Credit Union. Major top of the key. Dribbling with 4. Major in the lane with 2. Throw it up and miss the lane, but drop
back. And Danilo, but you need somebody who's been here before with Coach Schilling to be on the floor. David Major.
Under Tom Crean at Indiana, 2017 through 2019. Major makes both. Through 2019, Major makes both. He's got 10 points in the game. 1 second, Waves with their biggest lead. In the backcourt, Every throws it up. It is short the second half. Pepperdine will be moving right to left, and for the Warriors in their blue, gold, and white. Pepperdine in their white, orange, and blue. And Pepperdine begins the second half in man-to-man defense as the crowd settles back in. Joby Barnes. And it goes to Kaiwan Kennedy, who only had 2 points. Dribble right side. Nice defense by Cooley. I would think that the Warriors would try to get Kennedy untracked. Out in front, Hamilton, and they hits a jumper for 2.
Freshman from Etiwanda High continuing to show up here big tonight for LPU. Turnover.
Got 10 points in the a 2-pointer. Hamilton with 10 points. Good-looking freshman out of a top high school program at Etiwanda. So Kennedy back to Hamilton. Works his way into the key. But for Kennedy with only 2 points, he comes into the game averaging 16. I would have to think they're going to look to him a little bit more, try to get him on track. Barnes down the lane, puts it up, a lot of contact, but no foul. More, try to get him on track. Barnes down the lane, puts it up, a lot of contact, but no foul. Waves get it. Down the floor, Dozic fumbles it and grabs it along the baseline. Waves right side, three-point shot attempt by Budragovic. That misses, but the Waves get the loose ball. Left side, it is Phipps. Back to Budragovic. This time he is. Waves will pick up in the backcourt. One of the keys for Pepperdine this year will be their depth and how well the reserves come in. And so far, the Pepperdine bench has been outstanding. They've outscored Light Pacific 27-7. Well, it's made a difference. The bench for Pepperdine seemingly starting to wear down this Light Pacific team. Not quite as deep as Pepperdine. Waves out of the West Coast Conference. Division I school, Light Pacific out of the Great Southwest Athletic Conference, NAIA, a smaller school. Left side, Kennedy turns, nice defense by Cooley, but
down the middle of the lane, anyways, paying off. We'll see if they can pay it off at the stripe.
Make him a factor in this game with just a couple of points. Now with 3 in the game, but he averages 16 a night. Well, that's your top scorer. Full court press. Waves leading by 6, 53-47. Waves get it into the front court. They get it to Styles Phipps. He's a Grand Canyon last year. Reserve is a freshman. He's the starting point guard for Pepperdine. They lob it down low to Dozic, who missed the layup, but it's tipped up and in. The starting point guard for Pepperdine. They lob it down low to Dozic, who missed the layup, but it's tipped up and in.
Good to see Janssenen, sophomore out of Israel, making an impact here in the second half. See Janssenen, sophomore out of Israel, making an impact here in the second half.
Waves a big international presence. 3 players from Serbia, Israel, Bosnia, and Montenegro. All right, Hamilton, good-looking first-year player for Light Pacific. Waves stay in their man-to-man defense. Waves up 55-47, 17:39 remaining. Hamilton left side, gets in deep, puts it up and in. He's got 12.
He's got quite the variety of game. We've seen him do it from...
He's a strong athletic guard. Comes from a top program in Southern California, Etiwanda High School. Left side, Levy, three-pointer is long. Long bounce, California, Etiwanda High School. Left side, Levy, three-pointer is long. Long bounce, here comes Kennedy. Gets in the front court. Kennedy in the lane, kick it back outside. Waves defending along the baseline. Barnes, ball knocked out of bounds. 17:03 left, 19 on the shot clock. All goes to Xavier Anderson along the baseline. This is Hamilton. They stay in their man defense. Kennedy spin down the lane. Back to Hamilton, 4 on the shot clock, and Hamilton again. Shot clock and Hamilton again.
You've seen him go to work on multiple defenders. No matter who the Waves are throwing at Aiden, he's able to get to the hoop and score.
He's 6'5". He's 6'5". Montana, California. So the Waves get the 3 right back, and 58-51 coming along the baseline. 51 coming along the baseline. Another three-pointer. That by Barnes, and the Waves. 51 coming along the baseline. Another three-pointer. That by Barnes, and the Waves turn it over along the baseline. International experience. Dragovic from Serbia, 6'6", 205. Driving, Phipps missed the lane, but draws the West, his third. Free throw good by Style, key player for the Waves this year. 59-54. This game a lot closer than 54. This game a lot closer than people thought. And give a lot of credit to Light Pacific. And we mentioned, Joey, at the start, the Waves just cannot afford to look past anyone because they've got so many new players. It is their first game. It's going to take some time to put things together. I think we've seen that tonight. Give Light Pacific all the credit in the world. Ball thrown away by Kent Pacific. 6 of 17 threes. Give them 35% for the games. Pepperdine 55% from the floor, and Light Pacific 50%. Half-court trap. Waves able to handle it. Aaron Clark playing the point. Right side, the Waves. Styles Phipps as the ball. So Phipps will be the point guard. Clark is the off guard. Javon Cooley with 9 points, 5 rebounds. Been able to do the little things. At the depth of Pepperdine, outscoring Light Pacific 27-10 with their reserves. Aaron Clark on the baseline, backs in, double teamed, ball tipped. Dozic was 7 on the shot clock. Back to Clark underneath, missed the lay-in, and we get a whistle and a foul. They would have made last year. Waves who are picked anywhere from 10th to 12th in this. Like Nikola Radovanovic, a key player, only allowed to play. A key player, only allowed to play about 5 to 7 minutes. The 6'9" freshman from Bosnia played a few minutes in the first half. I'm not sure we'll see him in the second half. He figures to probably start as the season wears on. That's his candidate, and we got a foul away from the ball.
Can throw at him here tonight.
Which does open up players like Kennedy and Barnes. With the basketball, the Warriors down by only 8, 15-13 remaining in this one. Down the lane, Kennedy puts it up, shot rolls off. The Waves get 15-13 remaining in this one. Down the lane, Kennedy puts it up, shot rolls off. The Waves get the rebound, and Phipps. And midcourt to Clark. Clark into the lane, throw it up and in. Throw it up and in.
Knifing through that Warrior defense underneath. Aaron Clark showing why he's one of the top players for Pepperdine.
Braxton Williams in the game for Light Pacific. Senior out of Chicago. For Williams, Waves leading by 10, their biggest lead. They're throwing it up and in. They're throwing it up and in. Joby Barnes, who has 10. Braxton Williams, a transfer from Hope International in the same league as Light Pacific. He's 6'8" senior out of Chicago. Only averaging 3 points a game, but he gives the Warriors a little more size. Down low, missing is Cooley, but he draws the. And Hamilton stands out. And this is a young, talented team.
It's a really good test for Coach Schilling and his team here tonight. I think there's a lot that LPU can walk away from here, keeping their heads high about. And certainly Coach Schilling can head into the locker room after the game and know exactly what his team needs to get better at.
65-56. 2 things that were question marks. Great effort and nice steal. 65-56. 2 things that were question marks. Great effort and nice steal by Clark. At the other end of Phipps, throws it up. That misses. Rebound by Radovanovic. Nice steal by Clark. At the other end of Phipps, throws it up. That misses. Rebound by Radovanovic. A lead of 11, and you get a T. Poise, Jeremy Grubbs, Josh Calvert, and Michael Doig. Right, free throws for conduct, picks up the technical foul. It's also personal on Clark. And that is his second and a team foul. Waves with 3 in the second half. Waves up by only 9, 13:48 to play, 67-58. Left side, Hamilton in the air. Kicks it outside, long 3-pointer, hits the back of the rim. Clark with the rebound. Hamilton in the air. Kicks it outside, long 3-pointer, hits the back of the rim. Clark with the rebound. Clark checked by Jason Smith. Waves have kept him quiet. Inside, Stosa, shot is blocked on Smith. Waves have kept him quiet. Inside, Stosa, shot is blocked. Oh, what a play by Hamilton. At the other end, Barnes driving Kennedy, hit and foul. Javon Cooley, although he's a graduate senior, but those younger players, when they play well, they're going to.
What he's bringing, who he's trying to get into the Warrior program, and a guy like Aiden Hamilton, is exactly who he's trying to get into the Warrior program, and a guy like Aiden Hamilton is exactly the kind of player you want if you're Coach Jenks.
Waves able to get the rebound, still lead by 8, 67-59, 13-16 to go. Aaron Clark, top of the key. Well, Light Pacific has been in a man defense throughout this game, driving Stosic and lays it in. The Waves have done tonight. Number one, their bench has been outstanding, and they've been able to shoot the three. I think coming into this season, there were big question marks, and hopefully they've been answered in game number one. But it's going to be a different story on Friday night at UCLA. Talk about going from the frying pan into the fire. UCLA ranked number 14 in the nation at UCLA. Talk about going from the frying pan into the fire. UCLA ranked number 14 in the nation in the preseason poll. Waves forced a turnover. The Waves looking to go into Stosic.
Down low.
Darian Anderson back in. Williams sits down. Waves will bring it in on the right side. And Ivanovic out to Major, top of the key. His three-pointer hits the back of the rim. The ball tipped down. Major again. It goes to Phipps. Ball tipped away and goes out of bounds. Who was recruited by Ed Schilling while he was at Grand Canyon. As was Styles Phipps. And there they are at Pepperdine. Ball tipped away, and luckily goes to Stosic. Underneath the Clark, who puts it up and in. The Clark, who puts it up and in. Aaron Clark delivers now with 12. The other thing about Clark, you notice, got strong hands. Gets in traffic. He can handle the pressure. Got a nice touch from the outside. He's 6'6", a big guard. Ball looking to go inside. Anderson
taking home the victory. Free pizza for that young lady. We need to make friends with her pronto so we can get fed over here.
71-59 Pepperdine, their biggest lead of 12. Light Pacific led by as many as 11 in the first half. We have 11:45 to go. Waves out rebounding Light Pacific 32-17. Waves force another. Waves out rebounding Light Pacific 32-17. Waves force another steal. That is 9 for the Warriors, and Major lays it in. Warriors, and Major lays it in. David Major with 12. Aaron Clark with 14. Javon Cooley with 10 points and 5 rebounds. Then the Waves bench outscoring Light Pacific's bench 39-10. Waves have made 10 of 19 threes, 53%. They're shooting 56% from the field. The Warriors 49% from the floor. Either way, it's been a great effort by Light Pacific. Barnes dribbling.
On the other end of the floor, forcing a turnover. Waves getting the ball back, all thanks to the effort from number 1 in white.
Now Major's definitely earned some more playing time. Phipps in the front court against the press. Stosic inside and lays it in on the reverse. Inside and lays it in on the reverse. I think it's going to be pretty good. Pavle Stosic now with 9 and a couple of rebounds. And the Waves up 75-59, 10:49 to play. Jayson Smith has been quiet. He's actually their second leading scorer on the team. The jumper outside, no good. He's actually their second leading scorer on the team. The jumper outside, no good. Waves quickly down the floor. Smith averaging 13 points a game. And tonight he has 2. So the 2 top scorers, Kennedy and Smith, have been held in check throughout this game. Kennedy has 7, and Smith with 2. Combined, they average 29 a game, and they have only 9 tonight. And there's Stosic one more time.
Waves now have 4 guys in double figures. Starting to pull away here.
77-59. Josh Hardman, who got off to such a great start, made 4 of 5 threes at 14 points. Smith threes at 14 points. Smith able to get the score. But then it's cooled off. Again, if you're Evan Jenkins, you're looking at a lot of different players. Looking at matchups. 77-61. Stosic top of the key. Three-pointer is long. 77-61. Stosic top of the key. Three-pointer is long. Long bounce. Smith in the front court. Waves get back defensively. Hardman, who got off such a great start, has 14 points, most of those in the first couple of minutes. Jayson Smith down the lane and draws the foul. Sophomore from Riverside. 13.6 rebounds a game. Finally got on track and making threes, rebounding, and getting a lot of help off the bench. Threes, rebounding, and getting a lot of help off the bench has made the big difference. 77-62 Pepperdine. At the other end, Phipps puts it up and in. It counts his foul.
Such a terrific playmaker. I think you have another one here. 0 and white. 0 and white.
Styles Phipps, one of 9 children. An all-conference player. That's a big family.
Got enough for 5-on-5 practically.
His dad helps out. All right, 78-62 Pepperdine. Phipps able to convert. This is Hardman. Out to Albert Matu, just 3-pointers short. The long bounce back to Hardman. He'll launch a way outside the 3 is good. He's got 17.
That's right. It's been a while for Hardman since he knocked one down, but sees it go through the net that time.
8:42 remaining, 78-65. Waves throw it in the corner. 3-pointer by Major is short. Phillips gets the rebound. Comes back outside to Phipps. Waves get a new 20-second on the shot clock. Phipps at the baseline. Back to Phillips. His shot is long. Long bounce, diving, battling in the floor, and the ball is tied up. First and on the shot clock. Phipps at the baseline. Back to Phillips. His shot is long. Long bounce, diving, battling in the floor, and the ball is tied up. First and
with effort, and you're going to get playing time for Coach Schilling when you lay it out on the floor like that.
He's been a key player tonight. I mean, when the Waves crew, our director tonight, Jonah Barony, our producing is Archie Coruscante, Kristen Elizondo, and Christian Soler. And special thanks down to the Pepperdine Athletics down and get themselves a win that will count on their record. Free throw missing by Dozic that will count on their record. Free throw missing by Dozic. And for Light Pacific's exhibition, they'll remain 2-1. They're at Pacific out of the West Coast Conference on Wednesday night. They came in vans. I'm not sure if we'll go back home and then take off maybe tomorrow, no day off, and get ready up to Stockton, California. Turney Matu puts it up and in. Matu puts it up and in.
Matu finally on the board tonight. First 2 points of the game.
80-67, 7:45 to play. Dozic top of the keys 3-pointer and goes out of bounds. 13 minutes of play and a couple of assists and a steal. So again, at 6'9", he moves very well. He's going to be a nice addition for this Pepperdine team. Waves about rebounded the Warriors 37-21 and have capitalized, outscoring Light Pacific on second chance points 27-12. Waves shooting 54% for the game. Light Pacific 50%. And there's Kennedy missing and down. Waves come out of the backcourt. 7:14 remaining. Up by 13. They have led by as many as 18. Light Pacific in the first half led by as many as 11. Halftime score was 50-43 Pepperdine. So the Waves improving in this second half. Cooley right side. 7 on the shot clock. Outside the 3-pointer by Budragovic. Missing. Inside. Laying it up and in is Stosic.
Pable working the interior for Pepperdine.
Continues to sparkle in this one. Outside Matute the 3-pointer and he hits that. Matute the 3-pointer and he hits that.
Showing off the range. Matute from deep. Up to 5 on the night.
Their 8th third-pointer of the game. 82-70 Pepperdine. Waves have made 10 of 23 threes. Ball down low to Cooley, backing in, fumbles at ball threes. Ball down low to Cooley, backing in, fumbles at ball taken away. Barnes in the front court. This is Kennedy and fouled by Preston Bill.
MLB's champion.
The word has it the Dodgers may go after Kyle Tucker, which would fortify their outfield. They don't have enough already.
Rich getting richer.
Yeah, 82-70. Pepperdine with the lead, 5:58 to go. This is an important time for Pepperdine. They need to maintain this advantage. Now I'm letting Light Pacific back in this game. Hamilton on the baseline. He finally comes up short. Now I'm letting Light Pacific back in this game. Hamilton on the baseline. He finally comes up short. Waves get the loose ball. Here comes Phipps. Phipps in the front court. Swing it out to Cooley. Three-point shot is long. Rebound fought for. Phillips in there battling. And we're going to Phipps in the front court. Swing it out to Cooley. Three-point shot is long. Rebound fought for. Phillips in there battling. And we're going to get a jump trailing early in this game. And then with the help of their bench, it made a difference. And Light Pacific jumped out to an 11-point early lead. It kind of shocked everybody. Waves finally settling in, making some threes. The bench came into the game, made a big difference offensively and defensively. And the rebound, of course, with a big size advantage. Inside Hamilton, ball taken away by, of course, with a big size advantage. Inside Hamilton, ball taken away by Stosic. One of those players off the bench has made a difference. Ball fumbled by Phipps. Clark gets it, and we're going to game. First ever game played here against the University of Pacific before 3,000 fans. Rays lost it 52-50. Largest crowd, largest attendance here at Firestone Fieldhouse, February 6, 1976, against, at the time, number 3 Nevada, Las Vegas. Pepperdine won that game 93-91. They had 4,500 in attendance. 1975 by then President Gerald R. Ford. The new arena will see 3,600. We'll have a multi-million-dollar scoreboard, centerpiece, luxury boxes. It's going to look great. There's a nice picture on the website. You get a chance to take a look. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Ball thrown away by the website. You get a chance to take a look. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Ball thrown away by Light Pacific. 4:25 left. 82-70 Pepperdine. So 5 of their first 6 games at home. They got a great chance to get off to a terrific start. They don't even go on the road. Their first chance to get off to a terrific start. They don't even go on the road. Their first airplane flight won't be until early January when they go to Santa Clara. Right on the baseline, Hamilton. .357 remaining. Matute at the free throw line. That's off the mark. .357 remaining. Matute at the free throw line. That's off the mark. 82-70 Pepperdine. I think the Waves need to win this at least by double digits. Waves scoring 82 points. Again, Light Pacific has been a high-scoring team early in the year. Here's Clark. Pivots, turns, throws it up. Shot missing. Dozic gets it. Shot attempt and knocked away by Anderson. We're going to get a foul. A little bit physical down the stretch. But for the Warriors, they got to feel very good about their performance. We get a timeout. 82-70 Pepperdine. 3:31 to go. You're watching the WCC on ESPN+.
When your airport parking is smooth, you start feeling like your whole trip is smooth. So join the Spot Club and reserve your spot in minutes. And we'll make sure your airport parking is ridiculously, effortlessly smooth. We're talking piece of cake, no sweat, no stress, no prob, easy breezy, all good, untroubled and unbothered, unbelievably and undeniably smooth, like parking should be.
Clutch seats. Get in on the action. Don't miss the save. Scoring tickets has never been easier. Get your tickets now at soldout.com. Soldout.com is a proud partner of the West Coast Conference.
Some make it their main career. Some give a weekend a month. All we need are the moments. In the Air Force, how you serve is more important than how much you serve. You always get more out than what you put in. Full-time, part-time, in or out of uniform. How many moments can you give?
Pepperdine 82, Light Pacific 70. The Waves have led by as many as 18 here in the second half. Led by 7 at halftime, 50-43. Light Pacific led by as many as 11 in the first half. There were 5 lead changes and 5 ties. Early there you see Danilo Dozic at the free throw line. Pepperdine's bench has outscored Light Pacific's reserves 45-18. Waves have out-rebounded the Warriors 43-20 at 10 of 25 threes. Light Pacific 8 of 22 threes. Dozic 5 threes. Light Pacific 8 of 22 threes. Dozic converts 1 of 2, 83-70, and Light Pacific with the ball. Waves with 4 players in double figures. Aaron Clark with 14. Pavle Stosic with 13. David Major with 12. And 10 for Javon Cooley to go along with 5 rebounds. Styles Phipps has 7 rebounds, 4 assists, and 9 points. The point guard for Pepperdine. 17 for Josh Hardman. 6 on the shot clock. 3-pointer is long. Rebound inside. That shot misses. Kennedy comes up with it. Jumper from 14 rolls in.
Kennedy up to 9. It's an 11-point lead for Pepperdine. Warriors putting on that full court pressure.
Phipps down the floor to Cooley, driving in, lays it in. Javon Cooley.
Pepperdine quickly breaking that full court press put on by LPU.
Aiden Hamilton with 14 for Light Pacific. Joby Barnes with 10, 8 for Mac West, but he's been in foul trouble. Another good-looking young player. Waves for Mac West, but he's been in foul trouble. Another good-looking young player. Waves get a steal. And for the Warriors, their 12th turnover. Pepperdine also with 12. Both teams have been able to capitalize. Pepperdine with 22 points off those 12 miscues by Light Pacific, and 15 for Light Pacific off the 12 turnovers by Pepperdine. Dozic on the right wing. Dribble to the baseline, backs in, big size advantage, lays it in. That's the advantage, lays it in. That's 6'10".
Yeah, it's Danilo going to work. He's expected to have a big year, taking a big leap from last year into this one for Coach Schilling.
Waves with 5 players in double figures. Dozic now with 10. They go underneath, reverse layup, Hamilton. A couple of players years ago, Kessler Edwards and Cameron Edwards from Etiwanda High. Kessler years ago, when they had Kobe Ross. Waves won the CBI tournament in 2021. That's when Kessler Edwards was on the team. Here's Cooley driving and draws the foul. Just got the job on March the 18th of this year. Free throw no good. Start the season 1-0. That one goes in. Cooley with a solid. That one goes in. Cooley with a solid performance. Clark, strong game. Styles Phipps, a solid game. A lot to build on if the Waves can hold, and they're up by 13, 88-75, 1:28 to go. Here's Every down low. This is a shot attempt. Bakosi blocked by. Here's Every down low. This is a shot attempt. Bakosi blocked by Dozic. And the Waves get possession. Here's Styles Phipps driving to the basket and then turns it over. Styles Phipps driving to the basket and then turns it over. Here comes Light Pacific once again. That is Drew Brown just in, a 6'2 freshman out of Pasadena. That win, a game much closer than the score would indicate. It's been a battle. Waves have had to work on that. Mac West, the good looking the junior out of San Juan Capistrano, a transfer from Santa Ana College. He will help this team. He's got 10 points in the game. We're under a minute, 88-77. Great effort by both teams. The Waves have had to battle tonight. A hard-fought win if they can hold on. Pass batted out of bounds. 7-footer, 260 out of Riverside, Illinois. A transfer from Tulane, wearing number 12. Sat out last year, but he gives the Waves a big presence. Down to 4 on the shot clock. Clark dribbling, struggles. It goes into the backcourt. Backcourt violation. Nice defense. Build on for the Warriors. They'll play at Pacific on Stockton, California on Wednesday. Another WCC team. But I like this Light Pacific team. I mean, they're going to make a lot of noise in the Great Southwest Athletic Conference. There's a 3. And Aaron Hernandez just in, 6'5" junior from West Covina. 88-80, 17 seconds to go. Have a quick wrap up as the Waves trade. Remember last year the Waves won 119-57. 9 seconds. And Waves running out, shot clock turned off, 4 seconds. And that will be the final score, 88.